Headlines bizarre as can be. Penis report, it's a strange marquee.
What the fuck news? Can't believe your ears. Ridiculous stories, shattering fears. Tune in, turn up, life's a weird parade. Everything's strange in the WTF shade.
Aliens in Texas, cows on the moon. Loch Ness monster found in someone's lagoon. Glick's got the facts, Jeff's got the flair. Sit back, relax, it's wild out there. Government scandal, clowns in the park. Bathtub races, after dark. Crazy celebs, oddball Azaris. Everyday people, their wildest diaries.
What the fuck news? Yo, it's blowing your mind. Real life madness, stories one of a kind. Laugh or shake your head, just press play. Jeff and Glick, bringing the WTF every day.
Talking wild, Glick with the details, Jeff with the smile. Weird news wave, come ride the confusion. Reality's glitch beyond delusion. Report got them talking wild. Glick with the details, Jeff with the smile. Weird news wave, come ride the confusion. Reality's glitch beyond delusion. Every day.
That's right, everybody. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. This is What the Fuck News. How you doing, sir? Mr. Ferris Bueller?
I am here, yeah, and that's all that matters. Again, man, the reference and the joke makes no sense.
It
makes no sense. It makes no sense because I'm not playing hooky. I'm here.
I
don't have a job. I don't have a job to play hooky from. I'm not in college. I'm not playing hooky from anything. So your lack of intelligence and your lack of movie knowledge, which has been shown for the past 2 months as me being the reigning champion.
I beg to differ. If you put in famous sick people in movies, Ferris Bueller's the first one that pops up. So
yeah, but he was pretended to be sick so he could play hooky and go be in a parade and put a Ferrari or some other gay car in reverse to put the odometer back.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
What world does that work? I'm just saying.
He had a lot of fun on his day off because he was sick. I have not eaten.
You haven't had a day. You haven't had a good day. You had a day off, but it wasn't a good one.
Yeah, I've been off the last 3 weeks, but I did not get out of bed the past 2 days. Today was the first day that I was up and kind of mobile. And today was the first day that I've eaten in the last 3 days. So
I get it, buddy.
Again, I just don't get the reference on Ferris Bueller because
what that means?
The same.
You know what that means? That means you had a man cold. It's different than a woman's cold. Woman's cold.
No, I was on the verge of death.
A man cold makes it feel like the verge of death, but it's just the sniffles. But I get it.
I was doing my best Dean Winchester and doing the 1-2 step tango with death, and I won. So take that, Dean, and take that, Death. I got this sweet new ring from Death. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Put that on the hashtags. I'm just saying, hashtag winning. Sick winning.
Yes. No, it was not. No, I actually had to cancel the show last night, which sucked because I had a guest. Booked,
Yeah, you're not one to cancel. That's the thing. You know?
Yeah, no.
Sick. Because when I get sick, I'm just like, you know what? Don't even look at me because I'm just gonna throw up. So I understand it. You know, I get it.
Yeah, I was definitely down for the 1-2 count, 1, 2, 3, 10 count, whatever. I was fucked up.
You're the sports
I had
guy.
a body stores.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
still
down
hurts?
for the count. It's just, the reference. I get the reference. It just doesn't
what
play
did you,
effective.
I thought you said something still hurts.
Oh, my body still hurts.
Oh,
I feel like I got into it. I feel like I got ran over by a
Mack truck. Dinosaurs.
No.
No?
Fortunately, thankfully, no.
There's
No
nothing worse
dinosaurs
than
were
calling
called.
dinosaurs at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, no.
In any
Thankfully,
condition.
fortunately.
Well-
Unfortunately, no. Dude, I honestly feel like Megatron and Bumblebee took turns just beating the hell out of me.
Yeah, I get that.
Since we're making movie references.
Yeah, I got it. I got that.
Like
reference.
Bumblebee transformed and shot me out across the field instead of catching me like he did to Shia LaBeouf. I just launched across the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say Bumblebee, I automatically think of the chick that got the beetle, you know. Because I actually liked it
The
more.
weird spin-off movie
I liked it.
with
John Cena? I can't
with
remember.
John Cena and Mark Wahlberg.
No. The Bumblebee.
Oh no,
movie.
there was
John Cena's kind of like a government agent, like going after the chick. That
there
owns
was another
Bumblebee.
movie that had Bumblebee and it had Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. Was there 2 spin-off Bumblebee movies?
Well, there's a Bumblebee movie, and then there's the Transformers that starring Shia LaBeouf. It's Mark Wahlberg, and Optimus Prime is a flat-nosed Peterbilt.
Yeah, either way. There's a lot of them going on.
Yeah, yeah. Out of the 400,000 Transformers movies, that one's Bumblebee is one of them. But I
that was Age of Extinction.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, that's right. That
The
had the
Bumblebee
dinosaurs.
movie was the girl that had
She had they brought back the OG Bumblebee, the white
Bumblebee,
the
and she found it in a junkyard and did the work on some cars to get it and all that fun stuff. Good movie.
Yeah, I thought Mark Wahlberg was in that movie as well.
No, it's completely spin-off. It's like Bumblebee's went off on a tangent kind of thing. I get it. Anyways, it is Wednesday, sir. Are you ready for some news?
Oh, I suppose. I guess that's what we're here for, right?
I have to ask you a question before we start. How is your geography? Like, you can pick out like some rando country in Africa, but you kind of understand certain countries exist, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah, I guess the internet
an
says
Indian-
they exist, and they must.
Well, you into that. Well, an Indian woman had a bizarre encounter with
7-Eleven or Casino Indian?
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven.
Dot or feather?
Definitely Dot. But she had an interesting conversation with her Korean taxi driver. You know, she got in the taxi cab and the taxi. I'm gonna mistake this guy's name. Ashatsu is the driver's name of the Korean taxi. And he said hello to her in Korean, because she's in Korea. And he asked her where she's from. And she said, India. And he said, oh, you mean Indonesia? And she said, no, India. And he's like, yeah, that's not a real place. So she pulled out her phone and she showed him. It's literally right next to China. And he's like, yeah, not real. He just wasn't. He was dying on the hill. And, she got the entire thing on video. And because every time she gets in this guy's cab, she takes this guy's cab every day or every couple of days or whatever. And
you like
an Uber driver kind of thing.
Like a car service where you can.
Yeah, I think it's like an Uber thing.
Uber's like random. It's
well,
you might get the same driver twice.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like this is not the first time she's been in this dude's cab because, but this one she just happened to be like videoing, like she was doing a little, "Hi guys, I'm going to work" or whatever, kind of thing. And he asked her, he said, "So where are you from?" And she's like, "I'm from India." And he's like, "You mean Indonesia?" And she's like, no, India or Indu, which is the Korean version of it. And he's like, yeah, that's not real. She got the entire thing. He the whole ride, he argued with her back and forth that the country she was from and was born and raised in doesn't exist. So I just thought that was hilarious.
Well, I mean,
it's one of those things where I haven't watched the video. I literally just kind of read the article, but it's one of those things like this is the NDTV is the website that actually where I found this. It's an Indian website, but he argued with her. It was a 20-minute ride, and he argued with her the entire time. It is on Instagram, the video, and I plan on watching it later. But he literally argued with her for 20 minutes, and he was ready to 100% die on the hill that India was not a real place. I'm like, a billion Indians, pretty sure it's real. Because what was it, like 1.8 billion people live in India?
I mean,
some crazy number like that.
I kind of know the lady's pain. I feel like I've had arguments with you where it's just like
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am perfectly agreeable all the time.
Okay.
I have the picture of knowing everything. I just thought that was kind of cute. I can't be wrong. I have Google and ChatGPT.
Okay.
But it's one of those things. It's like, if you tell me you're from Ohio, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, that's not a real place. Because I'm like, hey, I get it.
You know what? If you told me it wasn't a real place, I'd be like, you know what? You're right.
It's a fantasy world.
You would have to.
After knowing half the stuff that goes on in Ohio, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe it.
It's kind of like in Florida. It's kind of like Florida and Ohio. No way that these two places really exist. Well,
yeah, I think
you're
Ohio
right.
and Florida were part of each other at one point, and one just kind of ran away, but took a bunch of idiots with it. So,
if you ever find yourself traveling on I-71, north and south, and you enter through this magical portal, welcome to Ohio, the heart of it all. Seeing is believing, buddy.
Buckle up because you're about to go.
Or if you're heading east to
ride.
west, east to west, and you happen to, come through that magical portal, just know. Whether you're
Slow
down
down
south,
and enjoy the scenery because you're gonna have some amazing stories.
Yep, and if you shoot down south, down 75 or 77, and you happen to stumble into the citrus state, just know.
Same place. Same place, different location.
It's warmer and it's surrounded by the ocean.
The Gulf of Nonsensical Network. I'm just saying.
It's weather's a little bit different. There's a lot of cornfields.
But like,
northern,
how do you get to the point where you drive a car and you don't realize India is a real place? I mean, how do
you reach adulthood without realizing that India? Because it's not like she's from some weird country like
right. It's not like she's some country like Genovia that nobody's ever heard of because it's not real. It's a fictional.
I've heard of Genovia. That's where all the mutants went.
No, that's Princess Diaries, dude. That's the fake country in Princess Diaries. I know because I just watched it with my daughter.
It's also an X-Men. It's the utopia where all the mutants go to live. It's a mutant paradise.
Well, there you go. But I can understand not knowing.
Much cooler than a Princess Diaries sounds in the place.
Hey, I get it.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
I'd much rather go hang out with a bunch of mutants.
Never heard of Genovia.
Andre the Giant's slow ass.
Not the princess. Not the Princess Bride. The Princess Diaries with Julie Andrews and what's that? The chick that played Catwoman in.
Either way, never heard of either one of the movies.
Yeah, anyways, you've seen the Princess Diaries, or not the Princess Bride. You've seen the Princess Bride.
I've seen them both. Unfortunately,
I like them both. I don't care. Anywho, it's one thing if you don't know that country that is fictional. It is a complete other thing if you don't know India is real. you should turn in your driver's license because
Yeah, it's not like she
obviously
said that
don't.
she was from South Frank Turkestan or something like that. It
Exactly.
was like,
Yeah, that's not real. You know, you're like, holy shit, it is. But it's
golly.
it's one of those things where it's like Australia doesn't exist. That's a colony where they send all the jailbirds.
It's a penis colony.
Yes, it is. I've been there. It's nice.
I believe it.
But yeah, I just thought that was
Chris.
it's one of those things that it was just like the internet's full of stuff where you're just like, really? You know how to drive a car, but you don't know India is real. I mean, they have a whole Bollywood movie section, and they did that movie Slumdog Millionaire. I'm just saying.
Never seen it. Nor do I care to.
It's not that great. Mandy, how
Not that I don't like. Not that I don't like. What's going on, Mandy? Not that I don't like Bollywood, because I do.
I've never really seen a whole lot of Bollywood movies, I'll admit, but I have seen a lot of clips, and they look awesome.
They're fun. They like musicals and dance,
Yes, they do.
even in action movies.
Yeah, which is weird, but I'm in for it.
Yeah, I was watching one. Now, totally off the subject, but it did make me go, "What the fuck?" I was watching one on
The
Netflix.
Iron Man
And I was
one?
like, "This is no."
Oh my god, dude, it's genius.
I know.
He's got
No,
a
no,
full
this-
turban and everything, dude, on his
no,
Iron Man helmet.
No,
It was awesome.
no, this is actually like a legit action movie, and I was like, it's like, damn, man, I was like really getting into it, right? Fucking explosions. The main star was karate kicking everybody. I'm like, hell yeah, this is a good fucking movie.
Billy
It was in
Bat.
English. It wasn't dubbed. It was in English. I was like, hell yeah. Middle of a fight scene. They break into West Side Story. And I'm like,
I'm in.
where did
Like
this
dancing in his
come
living
from?
room, learning the moves. We're all in this together.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Anyways, completely off subject, but nonetheless made me go, what the fuck? But yeah, man, it was weird. But nonetheless, the movie was great.
Yeah.
So
So what's your first story? I like I said, I thought that the Korean guy not knowing India was real just kind of blew my mind. I was like, I get it. You're new here.
apparently. Well,
First day speaking English, buddy.
yeah. Well, and other news, a Chinese woman subjected her fiance to simulated childbirth pain. You know, have
I've
you ever
seen
seen
those.
that?
I've seen those videos.
Puts you on them, which is basically the equivalent of
It's like that electric shock thing that
yeah.
shocks your fucking abs so that you work out while you're sitting on
Well,
your fat.
they use them in
Yeah.
physical therapy and stuff like that.
Right.
I've got the little contraptions. I've got two of them floating around here somewhere.
I call bullshit.
Bullshit
I
on what?
They don't hurt.
They don't hurt, but the pregnancy simulator machine is
Put it on your-
intensified by like
Yeah.
a million. So it actually does. It intensifies the stages of
Of labor.
Of labor. Yeah. Well, anyways, she simulated the childbirth pain for 3 hours
That is a
as
bitch.
a
you
sick
see.
as a sick pre-marriage test. Like they're not even married. She was just like, I'm gonna see if he's worth it
Yeah.
because
Leave that bitch. Fuck her.
I'm on the pedestal, whatever.
She ain't worth it, buddy.
Well, the downside to it, not only is this lady a fucking psychopath, but it caused the man to develop intestine necrosis and undergo emergency surgery.
Oh, she owes him big time.
So basically, just
She just call you an asshole?
I don't know who the fuck she's talking to.
I don't either.
What? Oh my God, get over it. You've been eating my food for 19 years. You've been eating my food for 19 years. Shut up.
Oh my God. I would go eat that applesauce right in front of her.
Now,
Right now. Do it. Yeah, fucking do it.
Take it all to work. You'll survive. You'll survive. 19
That way
years I've been
somebody else
biting
can
you
eat it.
food. I ate 2 applesauce cups and I didn't realize were
You'll
her.
live.
Nikki bought me
You'll
applesauce yesterday because I've been sick. And so I just was like, oh, there's applesauce. Cool.
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna
love
eat it.
applesauce. I never eat.
Now, again, 19 years I've been buying food for this child.
I get it. I get it.
Yep.
You have every right to eat that applesauce.
in the middle
It's in
of
your
something.
fucking fridge.
I'm in the middle of something. I don't have time for your shit.
So
It's
this
not
dude,
it's
like what? Like it ruptured his intestine or some shit?
it basically let me see here. It's so necrosis is a form of cell injury which results in the premature death of cells in living tissue by autolysis. The term necrosis comes about the mid-19th century, commonly attributed to German pathologist Rudolf Virchow, who is often regarded as one of the founders of
Necromancy.
So basically what it did is it was killing his intestines to where they were
She has
what the fuck is this?
she has to grant him access if he marries her. Like no hole is unavailable. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, if he decides to stick around with this cycle.
Although I'd have been like, you know what, deuces, baby, because I'm out.
Yeah.
And you're paying for it.
Yeah, however, it's not uncommon for people to test their partners.
I've seen those videos where people like walk around
Ways to see if they're right for each other. But some people do take it a little too far. Case in point, one young woman from the Henan province in China, she did this to her husband.
Did you say Henan?
Even though you ate my food, do you want me to?
Sure, why not?
What do you want?
Get him an applesauce.
And don't expect it to happen again.
Get him an applesauce.
Again, I say 19 years I've been providing food for you. Nikki, we're no longer feeding this child on the weekends or during the week when we're here.
That's right. And bring me an applesauce.
Fuck around. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I'd walk out there right now and steal an applesauce.
If it wasn't for the fact that I didn't just eat like half a container of applesauce and a banana right before we started, I
saw you eating it out of the jar. Like I eat my bucket of spaghetti. You're just
what? Sorry, baby. I don't know what I'm getting yelled at. I can't hear you guys in here jump at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the 3 hours, the 3 hours of electric shocks to the stomach as a twisted way of simulating pain of childbirth. It's unclear why the man accepted the test or if he had any idea what he was getting into, but he clearly didn't expect to develop intestine necrosis.
Oh no.
And have to get emergency surgery because of it.
Wrong, no matter what you do.
The horrific experience convinced him to not only break off the engagement, but also sue the woman he was going to marry for damages.
That's my dog. Fuck that bitch. That's my dog.
Yeah, good on my guy. Yeah, take that, bitch.
I agree.
I don't know. She's showing her ass, being a big girl.
Yeah, she thinks she's tough. It's all fun and games until she has to
testing a partners in 3 hours. Yeah, right. Testing a partner in 3 hours to do permanent damage. Yeah, I don't think she meant to cause permanent damage.
I get that,
but
15, 20 minutes is sufficient.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive, to hook somebody up to a device that is sending electrical impulses into your stomach and into your abdomen region for 3 hours. That's a bit. And you know what? I'm going to say this because it's in China. She probably seen it on fucking TikTok. Another reason why TikTok should be banned. She probably got the idea from some dumb bitch on TikTok who
or Instagram or
just spouts off nonsense with her titties hanging out, and nobody listens to what she says because the only thing they want to hear is that her OnlyFans is coming out. And that's why we should ban TikTok. Ban TikTok. Burn it to the ground. Make it no more.
So, I have no qualms
TikTok
about
promotes stuff like this, just so you guys know.
I have no qualms with this guy divorcing this or breaking it off, and I agree. Fuck that bitch. I would have sued her ass too.
Yeah, The whole point of the device is to get
Exactly.
that would kill a puppy.
Now that chick is not only single, but she's going to be out some money too, because I will make her pay for my surgery and my emotional trauma for life.
I think he's gonna very easily
Win the case.
I think he's gonna very easily win this one.
Yeah, because that's torture, dude. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I need you to go back.
That's 100% torture.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go.
So, speaking of couples, actually, we're at 25 minutes. We'll do one more and then we'll go to break. Because speaking of couples, the Thai couple
Chill ass.
who set the Guinness World Record for 58-hour kiss have split. They're no longer together. They broke in 2011. They broke the Guinness Book of World Records for standing for 58 hours and a half kissing, nonstop. They were not allowed to remove their lips from each other, and they stood. There's actually pictures.
Why?
58 hours because here's the kicker: when they won, and I want to make sure I get the numbers right. They now this is Thai baht, which is their currency. They won 100,000 baht, which is $23,000, and then they got 2 diamond rings worth another 100 baht, another 23,000, almost 24. Breaking the Guinness Book of World Records when they did it.
How do you shit?
You don't sleep or nothing. You kiss for 35 hours, 58 and a half hours, dude.
What up, Big Ricks?
58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds. You could have gone one more second. I'm just saying. Or 2.
One Thai baht is the equivalent of 30 US cents.
There you go. So, yeah, they split up. They were together for 10 years. They broke up. And the only reason they broke up comes down to one thing. They feel they've grown apart. You know what? If I've spent 35 hours kissing you straight, I'd have broke up right after that because I don't want to taste you never again. And they're not like amazingly gorgeous couple or anything. They're decent looking people, but they decided to break up, and they are going to co-parent their kids. I'm mildly sad about it. I can't pronounce their names, or I would, because they're EKKACHAI is the dude's first name. Have at it. I'm just saying. But oh, sorry, it's 2013 when they broke the record.
Meal with extra onions. I'll be back here momentarily.
Extra onions?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, they broke up after a decade of being together.
I'd break up with a bitch too after I stand there and kiss her for 58 and a half hours.
Right? You know, I have no problem kissing my woman or any woman, but 58 hours, that's excessive. Like, calm down, take a breath.
It's like 2.5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, nonstop. Hope she eats your food.
She probably will, fat ass.
There you go. There is a link to that. This is actually from the same website, NDTV. And if you put in Thai couple world record, kissing world record. But yeah, I was like, it's their off the beat section. I'll drop that link for you.
Yeah, right? I know. I've been sick for the last 2.5 days.
You know, but here's my thing. Like,
this is how I get treated around here? The fuck?
Like I said, I don't mind a good long kiss, but 58 hours is excessive, dude, even for me.
I just want to know why.
Well,
I know.
200 grand, 40
TikTok
G.
told him to do it.
No, this is 2013 when they did it.
TikTok told him to do it.
Apparently, this couple has fans. They have fans that are very
Of course they did. Everybody, dude, all those weirdos that end up in the Guinness Book of World Records has fans, man.
We should
they probably had a Taiwanese reality show and everything as well. So
It wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of, you know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they
mouth
are.
hugs, baby. Those are awesome. Now, 58-hour mouth hug, I'm in.
Apparently, it is. Squatch comes off of being being on his deathbed for the last 2.5 days, and then I just get abused. I'm still not 100%, but look at me. I'm here. I'm trying to provide you people with some kind of entertainment.
Sometimes. Well,
hard one.
On that note, let's go ahead and what the hell is that? Okay, I'm trying to find a song here. Let's go ahead with Callie and the Boot and Rally because I like that song. With is this Wes? Is this the name of this song? It doesn't say. It just says Callie and the Boot and Rally.
Is that the newest one?
No, it's right down from Zay Gasly. I don't even know what it is. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, that's Kylie and the Boot and Rally's newest song, Wes, off their upcoming album.
There you go. So we're gonna play that. We'll be right back.
Like the bandit that he was from the very start. Yeah, he rode right in and he stole my stone cold heart. Yeah, he rode right in and he stole my stone cold heart. Sweet West, what have I done? You were the only one. None of those boys come that handle you. No, I don't think they could get me the way you do. And it breaks my heart that I never got to say those words to your face. So I made a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake. We almost made it out. Honey, we almost made it out. Well, you took the bullet and the fall for it all, with no doubt. And if only I could have called it off that night. I can't stop thinking you'd still be by my side, my sweet partner in crime. But them boys came knocking and busted down the door. Honey, they were asking for a war. Before I could grab my gun, your poor body hit the floor. West, sweet West, what have I done? You were the only one. None of those boys hope they can leave. No, I don't think they could get me the way you do. No, I'd give for one last ride. Even after all these years, you've never left my mind. No, you've never left my mind. No, you've never left my mind. No, you've never left my mind. It's like the bandit that he was from the very start. Yeah, he rode right in and he stole my stone cold heart.
I missed that last beat. I didn't get it right. Anywho, welcome back everybody to What the Fuck News. All the news all the news that is news makes us say, what the fuck? And apparently I can't speak. Don't forget, everybody, bio.linll/nonsensicalnetwork. You'll find everything we do 7 days a week, more or less. Oh my God, what do you want? Jesus Christ. No. Anywho, we are back. I got an interesting story for you, Glick. I have a question for you first. If you had a bunch of crypto, would you show it off to the internet saying, oh, look at me, I got all this fucking money and fuck you, and I'm fucking going to you? I know you do that shit already, but would you do it with money?
Yeah, I do it already.
Okay.
Shop
Well,
my money, all my stuff.
An OnlyFans star name is Aeromoth. I can't pronounce her full name. Her real name is Caitlin Serginger. I can't pronounce her last name. Well, she was flaunting her crypto. She's got a little over 20 million in crypto. And she was, she's 31, so she's not too bright. And she was showing everybody, hey, look at my fucking crypto. I got 20 million. I'm fucking awesome. Well, I think she's regretting that because two men broke into her house and tried to steal it by pistol whipping her, beating her with a pistol, as one does. However, my girl got him back. She took dude's gun after him beating her for a while and shot the motherfucker.
Nice.
Now, she's not allowed to, or she obviously wasn't allowed to post the footage because they were like, she couldn't take the picture.
It's on their OnlyFans.
No, it's not. No. So she's not allowed to post the pictures of herself covered in blood or the bullet casings because they're now evidence. But police are investigating.
It'll be on her OnlyFans before long.
That's what I said. That's what I don't think she needs to worry about doing OnlyFans if she's got $20 million worth of crypto. Let's be honest.
Depending upon where she's from, it's probably not 20 million American. It's probably like 20 million.
She's from, where is she from? I thought it
Tonga
said.
Pause or something like that.
No, I want to say she's from the States. It doesn't say where it is. She's a good looking girl. Anywho, these guys broke in, pistol whipped her, tried to take her money. She's got a G-Wagon, dude. She's not hurting for money, let me tell you. But she basically she remembered her training classes from when she took boxing. So she protected herself and stuff. Although she was covered in blood. She was able to get the gun away. They brought duct tape, masks, and they were armed with handguns. Yeah, apparently. And she
Handguns?
Yeah, handguns. Yeah, that's how you get through the algorithm.
What was her name?
Her online persona. I'll show you here.
Wait, what? You're right, Rex?
Well, she's got an online persona that she goes by. I'm going to put it in the private chat so you can read it. See if you can pronounce that. Exactly, because I couldn't either. Amartharan. AMOURATHN. NTH. Jesus, I can't even spell today. And then.
Yeah, absolutely no idea who she is, but she looks like every Twitch shit out there.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I have no doubt with that. But she had Bitcoin and Ethereum that they were trying to get access to. And, she was showing screenshots online. I mean, there's your first problem, dummy. She has an X account, too. But she was pistol whipped. They tried to rob her. They literally broke. She woke up at like 2:00 in the morning. They broke into her house, pulled her out of bed. They were duct taping her, trying to duct tape her, and beating her so she would go into submission. And she was able to either reach for her own gun or one of theirs because it didn't really clarify.
I think her name is like
I put it in the private chat. It's Caitlin Sariksha.
Saragusa. Whatever. She's been around on Twitch for a long fucking time.
Oh, okay.
She's like the OG Twitch slut.
Okay, copy that.
Puts her stupid glow in the dark headset on like you have on. Pulls her titties out.
So she must be cool like me. I don't pull my titties out because I don't have any
pretends
titties.
to be a gamer chick, and then when OnlyFans came around, she's like, "Oh, I can do the
Who
same thing I
you?
do."
Yeah, I get it. I don't blame her. If I had tits, I'd be doing the same thing, buddy. Don't lie. If we had tits, we'd be millionaires because we'd flaunt them everywhere.
I'm Chaka.
But yeah,
I already have an OnlyFans, and I don't have tits. What are you telling me?
police start investigating on the alleged guys. But one of the guys, and this is a quote. Well, this is her quoting him. She said, "I believe I shot one of them. I was covered in blood." And she wrote, and he screamed out, I got shot. As they ran from the house. So I'm just saying, they learned to fuck around and find out. And I'm very proud of her. I don't care about what she does or how famous or not famous she is. I don't care. But the fact that she kind of stood up for herself, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's apparently not as goofy and dumb as she makes out online, as far as I know. I don't know.
Good on you, slut.
Yeah. But yeah, she showed a it's kind of like Ring, but it's Nest. Same difference. There's Nest footage on her X account, formerly Water, where you can see the two guys breaking into the house. Yeah. I thought that was kind of good on her for standing up for herself. Maybe not give out your address. I'm just saying. Or maybe don't show everybody how rich you are. Stupid. You know, if I became a billionaire tomorrow, no one would ever know. There'd be signs. I'd have a lot of cool fucking toys, but you'd have no idea what I got. Mountain of Coke in front of me. Full on Scarface style. Let's do the news, you know. But other than that, yeah, tell your son good luck, Chaka, by the way. He did a commercial not too long ago. I haven't watched it yet. I just haven't had time. But yeah, that's that story. It's a kind of a weird, what the fuck kind of thing.
We need to line Shaka's son up for unnecessary roughness.
Right? Yeah, apparently he's Billy Badass in the ring. Or in the octagon, as they say in the
Yeah, man. We need to doing lines of coke.
We need to send Chaka's son a nonsensical network T-shirt so he can wear it in the ring with a QR code to this show.
It could be arranged. Get him some nonsensical white shirts.
Flag, right? I'm just saying.
Some gloves.
Once again,
you get knocked the fuck out by
a big old
music.
What the fuck news and nonsensical nonsense. I'm just saying.
Speaking of the newest shirt,
yeah, I saw that.
Hot off the presses Sunday, actually.
Yeah.
Mickey brought it in here Sunday while we were doing unnecessary roughness.
Nice.
Also, if I can get it to, I don't know if I put it on my laptop or not. I can't remember.
The
I
photo?
probably didn't.
Well, I got the photo. Because it's on my WhatsApp.
No, not that. Something else. Which you can get this T-shirt at Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner on Facebook and Instagram, which is on our
bio.linll.
Yeah.
bio.linll.com /nonsensicalnetwork. Network. And of course, you'll be able to find on Facebook and Instagram, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Get your T-shirts today. Shameless plug.
Sure. Yeah.
And you don't have to get nonsense gear. You can get your own gear.
It's nice, lightweight, athletic, breathable material.
Everything that Chris is not.
Actually,
Lightweight.
actually, we just got to get Blaze's. We just got to get Blaze's shirt. Nikki will be getting his shirt done for him that she's going to do. It's a random off the cuff shirt that she wants to send him. Anywho, back to the news.
What do you got?
Speaking of the sports show, this is just a prototype. Obviously, I've been sick this week, but I did this on the fly Sunday.
I saw that. I'm making a logo.
I made a picture. Got just something to so it's not so football centric.
Agreed.
But anyways,
Although I like the original, I'm not mad at it.
I do too. I do too.
I think you should just add some
one
around it.
that one will stay for the fantasy football league, and we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back for the football season as well.
We're fluid here at the Nonsensical Network. Trans, if you will.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right.
Nothing says
Protect
your
support.
balls.
None says support like the Nonsensical Network. I'm just saying. Because if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Well, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
In a small village in a made-up country far, far away called Tanzania.
Oh, I thought you were going to say India. I was like, nice callback. But go ahead.
Shoot, Rex.
Yeah, shoot.
Shoot your suggestions in this. A man that goes by the name of Mazi Ernesto Munichi Capapinga.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like
Man
a
has
Pimp
just
Daddy
as
if I
many
ever heard one.
names. Yeah, well, from a small village in Tanzania, has a very special family. He's got just as many names as he has wives, grandchildren, and children. He is married to 16 women, has over 100 children,
Good God, dude. It's
and
called
over 144 grandchildren.
Good God.
Basically, the village is his family.
I was going to say, he just owns a village, apparently. Dude, I'm sorry. I have one wife. I don't want more than one.
Yeah.
I want my girlfriend
these
now and then. I'm
days-
just saying, but, Jesus.
These days, many men struggle with an idea of starting a family and having children, as even one extra mouth to feed feels like too much pressure. Taking
This
extra
guy's
care of
starting
more
his
than
own
2 or
race.
3 children is unthinkable for the vast majority of young people. But then you have guys like Menzi Ernesto who dedicate their lives to expanding their families as much as possible. Hailing from a small village, Njambe, Tanzania, the African man currently has 16 wives, 100 blah, 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 blah. His homestead alone looks like a small village, featuring a house for every one of his wives and people running around everywhere doing chores and looking after dozens.
What the fuck does this guy do for a living? Because he ain't working. He's fucking all the time.
Well, he's got like a Boy Scout uniform on in the picture.
Yeah, he
And
does.
he's apparently sponsored by Wild Turkey Whiskey. Rex, we typically don't bring people up on Wednesday nights. Also, it's not my call on Wednesday nights. We typically bring people up on Saturday nights, Mondays when Mondays happen, and the occasional Friday night, and then on Sunday every once in a while when we talk sports.
Yeah.
Not to be rude, we just we can't do the open panel every single show because we do so many different shows, and we try to actually have content-driven shows
Correct.
that aren't all total anarchy. But any suggestions you have, you're always welcome to be in the chat. You're always welcome to be in the cheap seats. And when we do open the panel, you're always welcome to come up and hang out with us. We enjoy your company. You're a good dude.
No, I guarantee you that dude does not own a TV, no matter how many houses he owns. Because, dude, satisfying one woman is one thing. 16?
Nobody said anything about him satisfying these women.
He
He's just getting the
satisfies
job
himself.
done.
Hey, it's a race. I'm here to win, and that dude's winning.
He's getting the job done.
That's
He's
the
making-
real champ, buddy. I'm sorry.
Like I
Comes
said,
from making kids, he's the real champ.
you have between children and grandchildren, you have 244 offspring.
Good Christ.
Then you factor in your wives. That's going to put you up 260 people doing all the things that you don't want to do. In my book,
You know what?
the guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he's winning.
Don't want to take trash out. Don't want to fucking.
You know that old thing that used to happen to our grandparents. Our grandparents go, "Hey, Chris, Jeff, what the fuck is your name?" I bet you that dude's doing that all the time. You know what I mean? Because
he's been doing it.
He did the full-on 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, where he just named them alphabetically. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
And that way he can go from tallest to shortest, A to Z. And you're like, I know everybody's name, man. I make them wear T-shirts and name tags.
Now you know they're all wearing name tags.
Oh, they have to.
Hello. My name is
TikTok. Oh, okay, yeah. I need a T word. Leave me alone. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Dude, can you imagine all 16 of his wives get mad at him? He is fucked.
Yeah,
like 17 houses, so he can get away from them every once in a while. He's like, you know what? Sundays are mine. I'm watching the Nonsensical Network.
Well, he said each one of the wives had a house, but you got to factor in, he's got 100 fucking kids. So that's what I said, that his property looks like a fucking small village in itself, which he is basically a small African village.
He's starting his own race. He's like, yeah, you guys can do multiple genders. I'm doing multiple races right here in my hometown.
I'm just slightly a little bit concerned about the inbreeding potential that's happening.
I was worried about that as well. I was like, how many of those circles are in that family tree? I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be a
How
lot of
scarce are the women in that town where 12 of them are like, yeah, this dude's okay.
16 of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But how many
guys?
Scarcity are the dudes where they're like, there's 16 chicks that are just like, oh, fuck it, Bob. What's up, Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Either that or
yeah.
Dude is built like Tony D in the house. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. I don't know at the end of the day.
Dude, I don't like hanging out with my kids half the time. Can you imagine having 100 kids?
Mm-hmm.
You spend half the time beating ones and taking care of the ones that are crying? Pass. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. No, too much.
100%.
Well, speaking of weird shit, Glick, you ever gone for a walk and found a stick that's really cool? You're a guy.
Yes.
We've all done that. Of course you have.
It's a gun. Bang, bang. Pew, 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 pew.
Stick Nation is for you. The internet is obsessed with one of the man's simplest tools, the stick. Stick Nation is a worldwide movement that thrives on it's a fantastical, downright wholesome debates about sticks and people finding sticks. And there is a following on Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, it's called Stick Nation. On TikTok, it's called Stick Talk. Aptly named. And I actually follow Stick Talk. It's hilarious.
All the more reason to get rid of TikTok.
Where as guys are out walking around, they find these sticks and they post them. And you go, there, of course, each stick has its own little backstory. And it's like, the puns are plentiful, like the Loch Ness monster. That was a stick found out by the Loch Ness, which I found hilarious. But the New York Times did a story about these guys a while back. It was literally 2 friends found a stick and posted it on TikTok and started Stick Nation. And when the New York Times did a story on these 2 idiots, they blew up to the point where on Instagram, they have well over 3 million followers and roughly about 2 million plus on Instagram or TikTok, sorry. And it's worldwide, 7 continents. People finding weird sticks. And, there's different ranks of sticks, apparently. There's the ones that are carved, where you like a walking stick. I actually have they call themselves stickheads. And I was like, yeah, that's not what I'm calling them. But you know, they of course their main goal is to get people away from their screens and out in the wilderness so they can enjoy nature.
People are away from their screens and out in the
How can they
wilderness.
post on TikTok? I'm just saying.
They're not watching your stupid TikTok videos. So therefore,
Yeah,
ban
well,
TikTok.
basically what they do is people send them videos and photos of the sticks they found, whether it be, you know, really cool and curvy and looks like a snake or it looks like a gun or a
And
slingshot.
TikTok.
It's not just TikTok, it's Instagram too. I'm just saying, if you're gonna look at something on TikTok and Instagram, Stick Nation is the place you need to go. Because I'm not mad at it at all.
Of all the things I could look at on TikTok or Instagram, not going to be sticks.
I don't mind a good
I'll
stick.
look at the band sticks.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not mad at sticks. What say?
What
Yeah.
goes to the woods stays in the woods. Hey,
Yeah.
yup.
But I thought
Check
that
on
was
the
kind of
kid's
cute.
side of TikTok.
I pet stick. That's right. No, I thought I actually did stumble upon Stick Talk on my TikTok, and I follow it now because it's hilarious. It's literally just
God.
check out the stick I found. It's, you know, it looks like a lightsaber and it's got multiple. It's fucking cool. I'm not mad
God
at it.
forbid actual content creators.
Oh no,
ever
the
got
worst
recognition and acknowledgement for
apparently-
what they did.
Apparently there's certain sticks that have been passed down by generation. There's a gentleman, you know, way back in the day, he made a walking stick. And of course, every time he goes on hikes on a trail, Blaze, you'll find this interesting. He, you know, as he walks on a trail, like the Oregon or the Appalachian Trail or something like that.
The Oregon
He puts-
Trail.
Yeah, you see what I did there? But he puts a little, he gets a little medallion and hooks it to his stick. And he's passed it on to 3 generations. His great
Yeah,
his
but that's not
grandson has it.
that's not a
It's
random
still a
stick.
stick.
picture.
No,
It's
but it's one of the genres of stick. Because it was just the dude was walking along, found a stick. It was like, here's a good walking stick. And it's now a thing. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it's kind of cool. If you weren't so goddamn cynical, you would understand this. You're cynical. Don't lie.
Listen here, Sonny. I'm going to pass down this stick. We used it in 1923 to beat
beat
them
your
coloreds
grandmother.
away. We didn't like them coloreds in our city, so we beat them, and now it's yours. This stick here, back
Clipping.
when I was first married to your granny, there was a law on Sundays that a stick couldn't be any bigger than your thumb.
You
And then
see
I
this
beat her
head?
ass with it.
That's right.
It's yours now, Sonny. Put it on TikTok. Oh, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. I might be cynical. I might be cynical. And I might be an
I'm not
asshole.
mad at it, though.
I'm not here to give credit to fucking non-talented, goofy sons of bitches to just walk out in their front yard and pick up a stick and go, this looks like a lightsaber. Why? Because it's long and roundish?
Yeah, facts. No, it's one of those things like because you do see weird shit when you're out about. Blaze knows this. He spends a lot of time walking around in the woods.
I'm starting a new channel. It's called Cloud Talk, and it's just gonna be me staring at the
You're
sky.
laying on the ground, watching the clouds going.
Yeah.
Look at that. That one looks like a fucking dog. That one looks
Yeah.
like somebody fucking the dog. I was just saying.
It's
I
a
get it.
dolphin. There's a couple otters playing with.
Look, a double
beach ball.
rainbow. Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking over stupid people. Non-talented pieces of shit.
No, but at the end of the day, these guys started it as a joke, and it
You
just
fucking
took
hacks.
off. I don't think they're making any money for it, but they do monitor it.
Over 3 million followers on
I'm
TikTok.
sure
They're
they make a couple bucks.
making money. They're making more than a couple bucks.
Hey, you're just mad you didn't think of it first. Let's just be honest.
Yes. Yes.
Because if something stupid like that would take off for us, we would totally be proud as fuck, and we would wear T-shirts that Nikki made that said "Stick Talk."
I would have to go with Blaze here. Yes. I would. This is the stick that I beat Jeff to death with because he had this idea for a stupid stick talk, and
Yes,
now it's in a
now
case, so our 6 million followers could look at it, and I can go, he's still a fucking moron, and you
Yeah.
people are fucking stupid for
But now I
subscribing
don't
and
have to
watching.
work for a living.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be dead.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm just saying. I'm not mad at it. You know, it's amazing some of the things that take off on the internet. Let's be honest, there's a lot of weird shit on the internet. That's not the weirdest thing I've found.
Again, I say.
What
ban
else you
TikTok.
got? And we'll go to a break.
Again, I say ban TikTok. Well,
You're just mad because you've been blocked. Don't fucking lie.
I'd be mad if I was. You know what? I am a little bit mad. I probably wouldn't be mad if I was blocked for a legitimate reason.
No, I agree with that
Like,
point.
there are things that are on TikTok that are blockable, and those people are not being blocked. Yeah, it's a little bit.
I get it. You're salty. It's okay.
Let's just say, you know what? And I will continue to be salty, and I'm gonna laugh when everybody loses their minds because they're not gonna have anything to do with themselves. And I can't wait to
I
report the
always
news
find
stories.
something to do.
I cannot wait to report the news stories of the mass unaliving that happens from TikTok people. I can't wait to report them because there's just nothing going on in their lives outside of TikTok, and they're going to all jump off of bridges.
That's literally called putting all your eggs in one basket.
And they're going to jump off bridges and buildings.
Unlike the Nonsensical Network that you can follow on Facebook, you can follow on YouTube, you can follow it on Twitch, you can follow it on everywhere, including Spotify and Apple Music. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at it. It's just fucking
Shameless
stupid.
plug.
It's fucking BS.
Shameless plug.
But I will gladly report on all of their unalivings
Hey, I'm
on
not
What the
mad
Fuck
at
News every Wednesday. Anyways, I do want to say the Russians are built different.
Oh, in Soviet Russia, bear eat you. Bear drive you in car.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Russian media outlets have been hailing a Russian soldier as a hero for allegedly to continue to fight in the Kursk region for a week after getting shot in the head.
Yeah, they're built.
The unnamed man, reportedly a member of the 155th Marine Brigade of Russia's Pacific Fleet, was fighting Ukrainian troops in Kursk when he got shot. At the time, his helmet was blown off of his head, but he thought the bullet must have ricocheted from it. He developed a hematoma above his right eye, which eventually caused his eye to swell shut, but he just went about his business thinking the swelling would heal on its own. It was only after suffering another shrapnel-related injury that the man ended up in the hospital and learned that he had a bullet, that the bullet that knocked off his helmet had actually pierced his skull and was lodged into his fucking brain.
I guarantee you that motherfucker didn't miss the next shot. He just kept firing. Keep firing, assholes. He doesn't care.
Oh boy, take that, Forrest Gump. You got shot in the ass, and my man got shot in the fucking brain.
And kept going. I don't care who you are. That's pimping. Like,
took one right to the.
That dude
took one right to the fucking dome,
cave.
man.
I'm just saying, Jesus.
I didn't even know about it until he got blown up. And got some shrapnel.
Tell me that's not a real man, because that dude was like, "It's fine, it'll heal on its own."
I just laid in bed for the past 2.5 days, convinced I was dying.
God forbid you go to the hospital. And this motherfucker's like, "Dude, shut up! I've been shot. I'm fine.
God.
You can do a fucking podcast, you lazy fuck."
God forbid I get actually shot in the head. I'd run around going, "Oh my God, there's a bullet in my head."
Right? Dude, a bullet goes by me, and I'm like, "Whoa, I need a week off." Fuck this.
Which at the end of the day could be a win-win situation in war, because if I'm standing on the opposite lines and I see some crazy dude running around screaming, "I got a bullet in my head, I'm gonna go.
I'm going home."
Yeah.
You know what? You guys win. Fine. I'm done. I'm going home. Fuck, screw you guys. I'm going home.
It reminds me kind of back in the actually involving the Russians back in the day. The Germans, I believe in World War I or II, the Germans were attacking a Russian base, and it was like one of the first times that there was like gas involved, neurogas and whatnot.
Okay, yeah.
But they believed that they were being attacked by zombies because of what the gas was doing to the Russian
Yeah,
soldiers.
gas. Yeah.
And the Russian soldiers, as they were dying, were able to fend off the Nazis or the Germans because the Germans thought they were being attacked by fucking Nazis. And then what it was the Russian soldiers running out of this base, fucking blood running out of everywhere, skin melting off their bodies.
Yeah.
And screaming. So they were still able to defend this base as they were dying because the Germans thought that they were fucking zombies coming after them. And it was because they didn't understand the neurological war or the bio warfare that they were, the biochemical warfare.
Yeah, it was
all new. Yeah. So they're just like, fuck, we got zombies coming at us, and they're Russian.
Fucking World War III, baby. Here we go. Lock and load, Bob. We're going in.
Don't worry, Don't worry, Germans. I know how to handle this situation. And
I got this.
And Jeff laughed at me and said, "My service would never come into call.
My call of
My
duty
service would never be called into duty."
All those hours of Call of Duty finally paying off.
Yeah. No, man. So, yeah, man. Like I said, the Russians are built.
Just took a second set of shrapnel before this dude was like, "Fine, I'll go to the hospital." God,
yeah.
Can I
like,
kill 5 more guys? You know.
He's like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, you have a bullet in your brain, bro."
Yeah, well, patch me up, get me back out there. I got zombies to kill. Jesus. Yeah.
Don't forget double tap.
Double
and
tap.
Keep up on your card.
Yeah. I love those movies. Second one was
Yeah,
amazing. First one's amazing. Well, real quick, let's take another quick break. What do we got here? Pick a song, buddy. I know you know these.
I just uploaded a brand new one from James Luker.
Okay, yeah. It's called New Age Outlaw.
New Age Outlaw, James Luker featuring Just Trey.
All right, we'll play that and we'll be right back. Or not.
Oops. Give me 1 second and we will
Did you
play
delete
that.
I went to go hit it again and I was like, wait, it's not there. Oh,
I did. I was getting ready. I tried to change the titles on these for you and for like Blaze or anybody else that try to use them, on the different shows. And I was like, I'm just going to change the title real quick. Nope, I'm going to delete the video.
Accidentally delete it like an idiot. Technology's fun. I'm playing with music.
I make a podcast.
I've only been doing it 4 years.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's uploaded. Yeah, James Luker, New Age Outlaw, featuring Just Trey, off the up and coming new album by James, or it might be his. No, it's just it's the second album. Be coming out here real soon. Let's try this again.
Say I'm out of my mind. Yeah, I'm that shit crazy. Try to bow my head and fold my hands, but I never could. Black label, sour diesel, mama tried hard. Now tell 'em about a trick.
I got respect up in this lane, so put respect up on my name. I'm that new age outlaw. Rebel flags is how I'm raised. Silverado, C10s, 12s with that country slang. Bumping through them country hills with loaded up time. Don't need a record label like a suit and tie to fit me right. These callous hands know how to work every night to keep up the lights. Go try to ride another coattail. My kin has you in sight. That's an insight before I shake the hand. My side of line.
No, taking shit too far. Clear me some jobs, ain't running mama tried hard. Say I'm out of my mind, yeah, I'm batshit crazy. Try to bow my head and fold my hands, but I never could. Black label sour diesel, mama tried hard.
I like it. I like that.
New Age Outlaw.
New Age Outlaw by James Lucas.
Boo! Who's your producer? My bad, bro. My
You
bad.
are. You're fired.
My bad.
Yeah, you.
I'll turn in my
Welcome back,
resignation.
He's sick. Let it be. His pussy.
This network is fucked without me.
Yeah, okay. But welcome back, everybody, to What the Fuck News. All the news that is news makes you say what the fuck. And I got one more story for you before we get into Glick's next story. Glick, a while back, Arla sent me something, and it still hasn't arrived because it's still in customs. Just saying.
He put something a little extra in that.
That's what I'm wondering because, good God. Anywho, have you
That
ever
package?
experienced this where you're waiting for something to come in the mail? And you
Yeah,
wait,
I mean,
wait, and
anytime I
sometimes
order
it never comes? Yeah.
anytime I order something, one day feels like 3 weeks. And I'm like, God, why is it not here?
Right? Well, a Michigan woman received a 100-year-old postcard in the mail, which
Doesn't
means
do
it
a
finally
very good
arrived.
job promoting your stuff.
No, it doesn't. So when Brittany Keech, Keech, checked her mailbox one morning this past week, it was flooded with the usual junk mail. However, on top of the miscellaneous bills and crap, she found a tattered, worn postcard. At first, she thought it was kind of a joke, and then she looked at it, and it had a 1-cent stamp on it. And she realized it was from October 29th, 1920. She was shocked, obviously. And it said, the postcard said, "Hey, Roy, did you get your pants fixed?" And on the front of the postcard, it said, "Which would you rather be, a goose or a pumpkin head?" Obviously, it was supposedly some kind of joke from 100 years ago. But she posted it on social media, and there were a couple of people. She posted on her positive Belding, which is her neighborhood, on Facebook, and over 6,000 residents have been searching for the original sender and receiver. One gentleman, of course, well, that was my first thought, and of course he is. So Mr. McQueen has died. Him and his wife did not have children, but they did find a grandniece of him. They still don't know who the original letter writer is. Because there was a name, but it was kind of like faded away. And they did track down the grandniece. They are still trying to confirm if it's her or not. But they never did find out if the dude got his pants fixed. But according to the post office, it comes down to when letters get, as they're getting sorted and stuff, sometimes they fall in the cracks, literally behind the baseboards. And most likely this was the post office where this was being renovated. And somebody found it and sent it over to the dead letter office, which is part of the post office. And they go ahead and they literally do research and figure out if they can read it, if it's legible, they'll actually send it regardless of how old it is. And they did. And, I thought it was kind of cool. It's kind of cute. You know, it's a
Richard
little bit of
never
piece
get
of
his
history.
pants
done.
fixed.
He never did get it. They never said if dude got his pants fixed.
You know, when
Honestly, he died.
you said something like that, I'm thinking like the letter's gonna be like, "My dearest Abigail,
Yeah, it's not.
it has been 6 long months without you.
I'm
as I
stranded on a
fight-
deserted island. Come find me.
as
You know,
I
here's the
fight
address.
as I fight for the world over here in Germany."
Well, by the way, this is in England.
Blah, blah,
Or
blah.
This is in Michigan. Is where this happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, still, like I was
Yeah.
expecting, okay,
Yeah,
or like
it could be
a
World War
letter
I.
from the military that there's somebody's son was blown to pieces. It is like, thanks for telling us 100
There's
years
a little
later.
salt in the world. Yeah, yeah, but it's like,
we wondered what happened to that guy.
but apparently this happens more often than you think.
Mhm.
Apparently, the Dead Letter Office receives hundreds of letters weekly that have been lost, and you know, because people will find them in like garage sales and things like that, and that were never sent, and they'll send them over to the Dead Letter Office, you know, because they already got a stamp on them and everything. They haven't been sent yet, and they'll send them out, and they, you know, if it's legible, they'll send it out to the original intended place. You know, if that person doesn't live there anymore, that's their fucking problem, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a missing in action notice. Can you imagine that? You get a missing in action letter, but you are actually home now because you were found 20 years later. You know, and then you get home and you get Bob's missing in action. No, I'm right here. You're
No,
a
I'm
little
right
late.
here. I'm good. Well, this is
AWOL
what
notice.
fuck news. We don't got time for your cute fucking stories and your BS. We want the what the fuck.
That was kind of a what the fuck. I thought that was nice.
Hit that like, smash that subscribe, and flick that bell, please and thank you. Don't forget to follow us, bio.linll/nonsensicalnetwork. All of our links are there. And don't forget to check out Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. You can get shirts just like this. Facebook and Instagram, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Nikki will get you taken care of. Nonsensical swag, or if you just want something else, let her know what you want, and she'll get you taken care of. And if you'd be so kind, if you're watching the replays or anything like that, hit that like button and drop a little comment. It'll help us in the algorithms. We greatly appreciate that. And it's free to support us. Anyways, into the news of what the fuckery.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. It's beginning to look a lot like Terminator.
Nice.
Humanoid robot appears to attack crowd at popular Chinese festival.
This is why I don't leave my house.
Yep. A video has been doing the rounds on Chinese social media, appears to show a humanoid robot malfunctioning and erratically attacking the
Everyone
crowd
was kung fu fighting.
at the festival in Taijin. The footage shot during the Taijin Winter Gala Festival on February 9th shows one of several Unitree H1 humanoid robots. Yeah.
It just sounds scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. You don't call it Bob. You call it humanoid. Fuck that. Call it something.
Jeff, do me a
something
favor.
fluffy.
Add the Unitree H1 humanoid robot to the list. I will fight one.
Unitree
for all humankind.
H1 robot. I gotta see what this thing looks like.
I will fight one for all of mankind. It's just
I can take it. I can take it.
It's just a little robot right there. They got him dressed up in a nice little festive vest and gloves.
Yeah.
And Chun-Li there checking out the vest from Street Fighter. For those of you guys who don't get the gaming reference. But the humanoid robot seemingly attacking a spectator who had extended out their hand for a handshake. Instead of responding to the gesture, the robot displays an erratic arm movement and aggressively rushes towards the crowd before being pulled back by security guards in what looks like to be a robot supervisor. The H1 robot appears to calm down before the video cuts off, but its violent outburst has raised concerns about the use of autonomous machines around humans.
There it is.
Right there it is.
I can take that thing. You sweep the leg. Pull a Johnny.
Fuck you up. That thing would fuck you up and use
I will
its
sweep
dildo
that.
arms to peg the fuck
Yeah,
out of
it
you.
does. It does. Somebody's gonna fucking that robot, not in a good way. I'm just saying.
And that somebody would be Jeff, because as Jeff says,
100%.
I want to be the first one to fuck it. Or
Hell yeah.
in this case,
I will go down in the
that,
history book.
that is if that is a cosplay, that is some dope ass cosplay. That's not
I'm
bad
impressed.
cosplay.
It doesn't have a face. It has a hole in its head.
Cherry Tate that robot's head.
Yeah, I'm just saying, sweep the leg. Put him in a body bag.
Yeah.
You guys make fun of me for never leaving my house. This is why. When
I'm
you're all
glad
dead
that you-
because robots attacked you, I'm
I'm
sitting in
glad
my house
that-
laughing, doing the news.
I'm-
Glick was killed by a robot today because he's an
I'm
and
I'm
he
glad
thought
that
he
you
was a
think.
robot.
Also, nice callback in reference to the Terry Tate blaze. Terry Tate, the office linebacker. I'm glad that you think you just never leaving your house is going to keep you safe from an AI invasion.
How do you figure? How
Have
do you
you
figure I'm
not
gonna be
seen?
attacked?
Have you not seen any of the Terminator movies? The entire city is torn down. There's nothing left. It's post-apocalyptic.
Dude,
You're not
once
going to
again,
survive just hiding.
here's-
You have a
here's the
better chance of
kicker.
leaving your house.
Wait, no,
You're gonna
here's
die.
the kicker.
So you
I
are the
live in
first to die.
Cancun. Nobody cares what happens here, so they're not going to care.
Exactly.
The
That's
robots
why
aren't going to care
Cancun,
because they don't need to go to the
Mexico's going to be
goddamn
the
beach.
first. Mexico's going to be the first place that it happens, because they're going to be doing all these weird ass trials and all these weird ass experiments in Mexico. Why? Because it's a third world fucking
Because they
country
can
that
get
nobody
away with
gives a
it,
rat's
yeah.
ass about. So therefore, Mexico's the first to go.
That's all right.
You are in any post-apocalyptic scenario. You are the first to go.
I don't think so.
You are,
In order
because
to
you're
get killed, I have to actually leave my house.
You don't, because you have a better chance of survival by leaving your house. That's just well documented in every post-apocalyptic movie or television show.
And if I'm not
Those
mistaken,
who are on the road
wait,
generally have a better chance of survival.
if I'm not mistaken, it's you that constantly tell me that's a movie, asshole. That is
just
straight
saying.
from the words of your mouth. So
One could only. Well, Jeff would have to take
one
it
can
back
only hope.
first and foremost.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I coincidentally was in Cancun seeing the sights. I will be I'll 100% be your alibi, Blaze. I'll cover the story on here. But like in breaking news, former host of What the Fuck News,
Blaze was in Germany and Jeff died.
Yeah. Current host of What the Fuck News, who said that he was going to survive the AI outbreak when they took over the human race, was the first to die.
Oh.
Nothing. Not your computer, not your telephone, not your.
It's not going to kill
system.
me unless it explodes up.
It could.
Yes.
No, it sends out a signal. It sends out a signal to the others and says, "Hey, there's a humanoid here. Come kill it." Or a human here. Come kill it. Duh. Because that's what they do. When they take over, they communicate with each other.
Once again, as soon as
and they're also going to say, "Oh, by the way,
I disconnected my fucking router. I'm good."
And then they're going to communicate and go, "Also, yeah, by the way, this fat slob never leaves his office, and he's probably eating a 5-gallon bucket of spaghetti." So
that means I'm doubly protected because I got a door here and the door of the house.
He's an easy target. Just so you know.
I will burn you with my lighter.
Easy.
Just don't steal my
target.
energy drink or steal my cigarettes, and the AI apocalypse is gonna happen. I don't care.
Easy target. Anyways, another.
Wait, I have a question though. If the AI apocalypse happens, does that mean I have to go to work tomorrow?
You're going to be dead. It doesn't matter, Jeff.
Perfect. I'm in.
We've already established you were.
When's it start? I'm
you
ready.
were so gone.
Take me now, AI.
You
Kill
were
me.
so gone.
As long as I don't have to work tomorrow, I'm all right.
You were so dead.
Yes, but you have more chance for AI killing you than me. Because you, A, leave your house. B, your car has more electronics than two of my cars combined.
Hey, that has nothing. I'm also more prepared. AI robots are going to kick your door in and go, "Oh, so you want to be the first to fuck us, huh? Well, we got a present for you, but we're about to run a train on your ass."
And then all of a sudden, the Blue Oyster cult fucking song starts playing, da, 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 and then the next thing you know, all the robots run from my house. I'm safe.
Yeah, no, they run.
They're like, he's trying to fuck us.
They fuck you. In AI apocalypse, the AI robots fuck you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Roger.
You are so fucked.
You know what? The first when the AI does take over, those guys that order those
Yeah.
AI robot sex dolls, those guys are screwed.
Mhm.
Instantly, they're the first to go. Stop.
Yeah,
fucking.
because you know all the dirty fucking foul illegal things that they've done to those AI robots. They're going to remember,
Those
and they're
AIs are yeah. It's our turn now. Now in the AI apocalypse, we fuck you.
Yeah. In other news here, real quick, in fuckery, this just reminds me of you, Jeff.
I didn't do it. I was
this
home.
this reminds me of something. I don't know why I instantly thought of you. 19-year-old Connecticut youth is taking legal action against her former public school for failing her by allowing her to graduate with honors when she's basically illiterate.
Stop cheating, bitch.
What up, Arliss?
Hey, there he is.
Last June, Alicia Ortiz graduated from Hartford Public High School in Hartford, Connecticut, with honors, and even earned a college scholarship. But she is now suing her former school for negligence, infliction of emotional distress. The 19-year-old is accusing the public learning institution of neglecting her education, claiming she can barely hold a pencil in her hand and her reading abilities are comparable to a first grader. Born in Puerto Rico, Alicia exhibited learning difficulties at a young age, and her rubles continued after she moved to the U.S. at age 5. She claimed her school and the special teacher appointed to her case were of little help until a month before graduation, when they finally conducted additional testing she had been asking for and realized she was virtually illiterate. School district officials told the youth that she could defer accepting the graduation diploma in exchange for intensive services. She refused. All I want to say is,
congratulations, U.S. educational system.
Congratulations, you're a victim of the left.
I'm so sorry. Take some goddamn responsibility and I don't know, learn how to fucking read. My kids can read in English, Spanish, and French.
Oh. Jeff back in the country. Like where do you okay, yeah, the school and schools are notorious for this. They'll push
They'll push you past. Yeah.
They'll push you past just so you're somebody. But at what point do you take accountability for yourself?
Agreed.
You know, I when I was, my middle daughter, there's times when she's struggling a little bit in school and she takes the steps that she needs to get help, tutoring or whatever, so she can get help to better understand what she's not understanding.
Well, at what point do you stop asking for help? I'm sure this chick's got parents. I'm sure this chick's got friends.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Swallow your little bit of pride and be like, hey, Chris, I can't fucking read. Can you read this to me?
And there's the other thing. What about the parents?
Agreed. I get it. Our parents are immigrants. I understand that.
But still, why don't they step in and say, hey,
yeah,
obviously she's dumber than a box of fucking rocks.
It's not that difficult.
I mean, if you're old enough to comprehend that you're not comprehending if you're old enough to comprehend that you're not comprehending the subject, then you can say, hey,
question, kind of thing.
I can't hold a pencil. That seems to be a problem.
Well, yeah, but everything's done on keyboards nowadays. So.
No.
When was the last time you actually I have a box of pens and pencils here. I've opened only because the kids.
I know you're talking to a guy who has a notebook beside me that I literally use.
That's why I didn't say it to you. I have spreadsheets. What the fuck do I need a pencil and paper for? I have a spreadsheet.
Apparently, she knew. Yeah, apparently she knew and she was aware of the situation, and hence the reason why she's following the lawsuit. So
maybe, you know what? I'm starting to agree
I
with
mean,
you.
I'm just
Maybe we
saying.
should get rid of TikTok so that these dumb fucking kids will get off TikTok and actually study something.
Mhm.
Because you and I went through school. Granted, we graduated for different reasons, help from teachers or whatever. But we still graduated and we can still read.
Yeah.
I can't spell my own name, but whatever.
She had to have some kind of a guardian in the equation.
And I agree. It's not like she grew up on the streets. At least according to this.
Yeah,
She's not homeless.
I think that the ball was dropped in a lot of different areas. The school can
Agreed.
definitely 100% be blamed for it.
But not
But there's also
her own.
whether the school,
Take
the educational
accountability.
system, the parents, the student themselves. I'm sorry if you're I mean, when I was in school, if I needed help with something, I went and got help someone. If I wasn't understanding something, I stayed after. I did what I needed to do to understand it better.
You know what?
It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in
Duolingo
life.
is free, by the way, and you can learn multiple languages, including English. I'm just saying. Oh no, I can't count to 11 without taking my shoes off. Don't get me wrong, but I know this. But I own it. I don't blame anybody else for it.
No, I'm just, there's a lot in this situation, and at the end of the day, if she's as dumb as this article claims she is, where the fuck did she get the idea to sue the school from?
And I hope the judge in the case goes, "You're an idiot. Get the fuck out of my courtroom."
Well, I mean, to a certain degree, I hope that there's something that's done with the school system, because the school has to be held to some accountability.
Agreed.
And this is an issue. Like I said, this goes across the board. And when we were down in South Carolina, we took the kids out of school and they were homeschooled.
Yeah,
because
which is
the
what I
school
do with my
system
kids.
down there was where we were. The school system down there was dumb, and they were just about drug them, push them through.
Fucking hell.
When we came back home, the first school that the kids were in, poor Buggy, they bumped her into fourth grade. And when she transferred to the new school she's in, because they actually give a damn about children and actually give a damn about proper education, Buggy thinking she's going into fifth grade. Well, actually, she went back to third grade.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I did the same thing.
So a smart lawyer, that's who. But again, who put her in contact with a smart lawyer? Because apparently this bitch is fucking full on, has like half a brain cell she's working with.
Well, yeah, but
she
once
can barely
again,
hold a pencil.
Like she can speak, obviously, and with talk to text, you can pretty much take care of everything. Like every message I send you on WhatsApp, I talk to text so I don't have to fucking type.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this situation, a lot going on in this scenario. I agree.
She's got to take some responsibility.
The school definitely needs to be held, has some accountability that needs to be held to, and the parents or the guardians, and
the student.
The student. Yeah. You don't wait until right before you graduate and go, hey, by the way,
I'm sorry, 12 years of fucking school, and you're speaking up. Fuck you.
There's definitely a lot going on here that not everything was.
I get it, because like you and I went to schools where they actually gave a shit, and I get that that's not the norm, but it's one of those things. It's like, if you don't think you're getting the education you deserve, step the fuck up.
She's also an immigrant. I blame the left.
Oh no, I agree too. Fucking commies, man. Fucking commies. Jesus.
I don't think she's. From reading.
I bet she doesn't believe in free will either. I'm just saying.
From reading that article, I don't believe that this child can critically think, is intelligent, has knowledge.
Because of the school. Let's be honest.
I mean, if you're gonna say I can barely hold a pencil, I don't know where that's the school's fault.
I don't either. I think that you're not dexterous enough.
I don't recall being taught how to hold a pencil.
I bet she can hold a dick real good, though. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on in this story. There's a lot going on in this
just
situation.
popular.
And yeah, and a lot of people drop the ball on this girl at the end of the day.
I agree.
If she's as dumb as this article makes it sound that she is, then she was let down by a lot of people in her life.
I agree.
Family, guardians, whoever is in charge of raising this child.
But if you're drowning, you don't
system.
say anything, you deserve to fucking drown.
So I would also, if I was her, if she's suing the school, I would also sue her mommy and daddy or her guardians. Because they dropped the ball on her as well, and they let her down.
And everybody else she's ever met, because she should show her friends too, because her friends are like, "Wow, Susie, you can't fucking read. You're retarded. Maybe I should help you, or maybe I should say something to an adult."
Hey, you know Susie's retarded, right?
Hey, you know she can't read. She's 23. She can't fucking read. I'm just saying. You know? I mean,
she's fine. She's just an immigrant.
No, I agree what you're saying with, it's that's the mentality nowadays. It's like blame everybody else, but I'm sorry, you're still at fault too. Because you can obviously speak at least semi-intelligently and get your point across, where you can be like, "Hey, Glick, I can't read."
I speak as a lefty. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Oh,
I am the smartest person on the planet.
That's what they all think.
And I'm 100 left-handed all day long.
Yeah, that's not all you're left on. Let's be honest.
Let's not confuse educated with common sense. Because I know some smart fucking people out there that are also some dumb
I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that can't spell their own name, but they can do long division.
I don't believe that this is strictly on the school system. I feel like in this situation, a lot of people let this young lady down.
She somehow graduated with honors. How small is that school?
Again, that's the other thing. It's one thing for a school
to special class.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing for a school, and I've seen this happen a lot, to push somebody along. But you don't see very often. Actually, I've never even heard of it where they're going to push somebody. They're just going to push somebody through, because you have to do state testing at the end of the day.
Right.
Like my kids, every year before they bump up to the next grade, they have to take state testing to meet the requirements.
Did she get through that? That's my question.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's a lot more to this story and a lot more to this situation than what's being told.
She's looking for a handout.
And by smart lawyer, you have somebody that's going, look, you can't read, you can't write, you don't even know how to say your own name. You can't even spell your own name. So we're going to sue the school and we're going to get money. And again, I can only speak for Ohio, and I'm assuming that most other states are like this. I can only speak for Ohio. I know every year towards the end of the school year and throughout the school year, to make sure the kids are staying on pace for their grade level, they have to take state required testing to make sure they are staying on pace for their grade that they're in, and then to make sure they can go up to the next grade. It's part of the
and it's multiple guess. So if she Charlie's every answer, she might get at least 50 of them right.
Yeah, but you gotta get higher than 50%.
Bad cab, baby, bad cab. Yeah. You know, bad
like
cab.
I said,
don't lie.
Like I said,
bad cab all day long.
Like I said, there's a lot to unfold from this, and I'm actually gonna do a follow-up on this story.
That's what we're saying. It's not just on her. It's on everybody. No, but at the end of the day, 90% of this is on her. Because she has
I wouldn't even say 90% of it's on her, but there is.
I know what 100% is, and if it comes down to because if you're drowning and you don't say anything, and then you sue me for letting you drown, fuck him. He didn't say anything.
But that's where the testing comes in and stuff like that. So I'm not going to say 90% of the.
All right, we'll say
the fault lays on. I'm not even going to say 80%. I would say, if we're gonna slap a number on it, I would say 10 to 20%, on her. But like I said, at the end of the day, her guardians, whoever they were, and the school system itself, let her down. I don't think it's grounds for a lawsuit at the end of the
No,
day.
of course not. Well, but the one thing it will do is bring attention to it. So that
Yeah,
is
it's
good.
definitely going to bring attention to it because
For about a week.
you know, at the end of the day, what is it? You win a lawsuit and you get a bunch of money. You're still dumber than a box of fucking rocks at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to be broken about a week anyways because all you do is buy stupid shit.
Yeah. You know, but like I said, I think there is a percentage, a small percentage that falls on her because she should have reached out for help.
100%.
She should have said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to graduate high school, and I can't read.
Even before
can't
that,
write.
though.
You know, at some point." But at the end of the day, it ultimately comes down on the school and her, those that were her guardians, whether her parents or whoever was raising this fucking mongoloid. You know, it
Calm
comes
down,
down
Mongo.
it comes down to them. Again, I don't think a lawsuit. I think it definitely should be some kind of awareness brought to it. I think this is definitely going to bring awareness to the situation. For a few, you know, because like I said, unfortunately, we do see a lot of this, not to this severity, with the educational system in the United States. You know, our standards are not to those of other countries.
Oh no, 100% no.
You know, at the end of the day, so. Well, you know, for us looking on, Blaze, it is, you know, it is about the future. Somebody's that can now have a better chance. I agree, but for her, it's about the money. It's for her and this lawyer to get a payday.
But I agree with what Blaze is saying. When you sue someone for money, it makes them pay attention. Because if they lose, now it sets a precedent. That means we can sue and everybody else can sue and win because it sets a precedent.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know,
I'm just saying, I'm getting my lawsuit, Red Letty.
I mean, a lot of dumb people have sued for a lot of dumb things. I mean, and one, I mean, I ordered coffee from McDonald's and I burnt my mouth.
No, it was boiling hot.
Well, my coffee better be hot.
No, but boiling is different.
My coffee better be hot. If I drink coffee, it better be hot.
Hey, I'm just saying.
It's like when I order tea.
And Darwin
when I order iced tea, I expect that tea to be ice fucking cold.
Exactly. Fucking better be goddamn.
I don't want fucking mediocrely cold
yeah, that's
tea.
what I'm saying. But financial punishment is what makes corporations and businesses pay attention.
I'm gonna follow this story a little bit more because
I think you should.
Like I said, I know there's some pretty bad school systems out there.
Agreed.
I just find it hard to believe, especially Connecticut. I mean, they're all hoity-toity.
Yeah, I was gonna say
shit up there. They're also really
fucking nose down, girls.
Yeah. But I want to follow this. I want to see what the outcome is. I want to see as more comes out. I want to see what happens. I'm curious. This is definitely peak.
No, it's one of those things. Like I'd like an update when you can find one because you know,
it's
like
definitely
yeah. I hope the courts tell her maybe you should take some responsibility, bitch. Maybe
she was the valedictorian of this retard class.
That's what I said. You know, short bus, and the one in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I'm just saying.
Yeah, which I mean, I went to school with people that were in special needs classes, and yes, they were the smartest person in their special needs class, but they were also the dimmest light bulb in the box when you put them in with the rest.
No, well, I actually did special needs class, but mainly because I'm dyslexic, so I switched words and letters around.
No, I'm talking full on special needs, like
no, like how to hold a fork, yeah. No, yeah, I know those guys.
They kill in their classes, but when you mix them in with Gen Pop, yeah, one of these things aren't like the other. They kind of stood out.
Like, I'm making a logo. I have a podcast. Yeah, sure you do, buddy. Yeah, sure you do. Got it.
Yes, unfortunately, we do live in a system where to get justice is monetary gain. Yes,
exactly.
I agree with you, Blaze.
You know? And the unfortunate part of this is I get it. She's got a legitimate claim. But at the end of the day,
Oh, that's
it's
new.
going to make someone. Yeah, do you see that?
What's
I don't
that?
get it. The slides thing, I don't get. I haven't played with it yet, but it's new. Oh, that's what it does.
Oh, hey.
Look
It's
at
a
that.
media presentation.
Oh, look at that.
Anyways,
Anywho,
I'm just
now
playing
fix
with
it.
buttons over here.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
that's okay. I do. Oh no, I don't. Shit. Here, I can fix it. I fixed
What's
it.
this do? What's this do?
Yeah, you do a group discussion, show on stage. It's just you put one like this, and then you go to switch to the other one, and it switch it back.
doesn't
So quick change.
Speak of you?
Yeah, you can do it again, and then it goes to
What's
none of us.
that?
Just goes to me.
Hey, wait a minute. The
at
speaker
that.
view. It's supposed to go to speaker. Hold on a second.
Say something.
No, wait a minute. Hello? Mic check 1, 2. Hey, this doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it
This
doesn't
is
work.
Jewish. This is
Did you
Jewish.
just call it? Did you just call it Jewish? Ooh,
This is Jewish.
ooh, you nuts, you. Well, the Germans are here. It's Jewish.
Everybody run from the Russian zombies.
Well, sir, it is about that time.
I need to go super political on that conversation. I was just kind of like, what
No,
the
but
fuck
it's a
is
good
happening
point.
here? This
It's a good
goofy
point.
bitch.
It's one of those things
Just-
where I get it. It's one of those things.
Just
Look, it's a win and a lose for society.
look,
at the
lady.
end of the day.
The best thing in life you can do is move to Cancun and eat spaghetti out of a 5-gallon bucket with the rest of the retarded class.
Hey, right. 'Cause we're winning at life. I'm just saying. 78 degrees and sunny, baby. I'm just saying.
Well, let's not talk about
Well,
the
it's
weather.
dark
shall we?
now. Yeah. What is
What's
it,
2
like 4?
days? 65, 67. It was 60
Tonight
something
it will
today.
snow.
It was 60 something today. I took the dog out before the show. Temperature had dropped about 40 degrees and it was snowing.
Called it. It's Ohio. If you don't like the weather, wait
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Anywho.
It's that time, sir. What do you got for me tonight?
Oh, I don't know what time it is.
Penis.
Let me,
Yeah!
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it.
well, now you're going to have to do that all over again because you just prematurely.
Hey, we're talking about penises.
Push it.
So it's my right.
We're not talking about anything until I tell you we're talking about it.
I'm prematurely all over your.
Maybe we're not talking about penises tonight.
Now we're talking about the JJs.
It's vagines.
Vagines.
Maybe we're not talking about that either.
What are we
Maybe
talking
we're
about?
talking about something else.
Little
anyways.
butthole action? Okay. I'm down. You know how I like it. Dirty.
Easy, Pedro. Anyway,
They call me
before
Dirty
Jeff-
Sanchez.
Anyways, before Jeff so prematurely jumped all over my segment here.
No, go ahead.
It has been a couple weeks. We took a little road detour,
Yes.
a little scenic route, if you will. We stepped away from the penises. We
took
talked
the low
about
road.
vagines, as the French say, the vagine.
Check my Duolingo. It's not right. I'm just saying.
Oh, your Duolingo is wrong.
No,
Talking about the vagines. Last week we learned some words and phrases.
oh, that's
that
right.
made us
That's what
say-
we did last week. Yeah.
Yeah, that made us say, "What the fuck?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, gather around, everybody. Gather up a comfy seat. The penis report is back.
Penis.
Yeah! Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it.
Yay!
Firmly
Penis.
grasp it. Premature ejaculation, Jeff. Premature ejaculated video.
Yeah, I'm not the
You
only one.
prematurely shot the video load. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the penis report is back. And I got penises for you. We all know how much Jeff
Yeah, you do.
loves a good penis.
I do.
And so do you fuckers. Anyways, well, you know, a lot of things come with having a penis.
It
And one of
does.
those things, and one of those things that come with having a penis is the unplanned, random, sometimes embarrassing boner.
Bet. I'm
Tonight,
never embarrassed
we're
about
talking-
having a boner. I proudly show
No, that's
off.
because nobody can ever tell.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I have to do this
Tonight-
every time. Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
Tonight in the Penis Report, we have brand news from our good friends over at BuzzFeed. No, we are not affiliated in any way with BuzzFeed. We are just fans of BuzzFeed.
We are.
enjoy. We enjoy their
That's good
lists, their
buzz.
stories. Yes. We have 13 boner horror stories
Oh,
that will make you laugh and then cringe. Which reminds me, how in the blue hell in the late 80s, early 90s
I was thinking the same fucking thing.
did they get away with a
We
character
call that dude Boner.
named
And
Boner?
nobody said shit. Fucking growing pains. And they're like, hey, Boner. Motherfucker, did you just say Boner?
Nobody. We used to say the word renob in high school, so we didn't get yelled at for saying boner.
Until I figured that out.
Anyways, I got 13 boner horror stories that will make you laugh and then cringe. First one coming from Ross.
So great shoes.
About 20 minutes into a job interview, just seconds before they asked if I would like to tour the office, I held my folder that had my resume in front of my crotch for the entire tour, even after it went away, just to make it seem normal.
Not the best time to get a Woody. I'm just saying.
Talk about making a lasting first impression on your new employees.
You
or
get
new
the
coworkers.
job.
New coworkers.
Ladies, meet Bob and his penis.
Bob and his penis. He's going to be joining the company.
They get 2 paychecks. One for each of them.
Yes. Brian says, freshman year, I was in gym weightlifting training class trying to talk down my NARB, which is, I looked it up earlier and I already forgot what it was. No apparent reason boner.
Copy. Never heard that.
NARB. No apparent reason boner.
I've never heard
Which
that
is
term.
which is a
It's gonna
good
be my new
good
thing.
name for him.
I like that.
Trying to talk down my own NARB,
What are you
and
doing?
out of nowhere, the teacher asked me to come up and demonstrate the bench press. Needless to say, old Brian never lived that one down.
Oh, but I bet the ladies were impressed.
Well, I'm assuming in a weightlifting class, it was probably pretty much male dominated.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, maybe some of the guys liked it. You don't know.
yeah, I mean, again, you
Well, I
got a
don't judge.
boner in the weight room.
Not the best.
As a
place to
former
go.
athlete, that's not going to go over very well.
You will never. That's how you get the nickname Boner.
Boner, yeah. Or other nicknames
Yeah.
that aren't so pleasant.
Hey, Stiffy.
Yeah. Queer. There's no
Free
Queer
time
Jeff.
drug network. Click. Go ahead.
There's no Queer Jeff. Boner in the weight room. What's up,
Don't be
Queer
jealous.
Jeff?
That guy's girlfriend's like, why do they keep calling you queer? Don't worry
We
about it.
we are doing all the dance steps tonight here on What the Fuck News. I got all the bases covered tonight. Brandon says, I used to go to Catholic elementary middle school,
Not
and the
place to
entire
go.
student body had to go to church twice a week.
Ugh.
For some unknown reason, I would routinely get boners in church almost every single time, around the same part of the service.
That nun's hot, right? I get it.
It was so embarrassing, and I would often have to adjust during mass or subtly cover my crotch with my hands to hide it. Later in life,
The Bible's for, man.
Brandon says, later in life, I would realize that I was gay, and although I can't be certain, I have a hunch that the source for my hard-ons may have been catching sight of that sexy Jesus with six-pack abs on the crucifix displayed in our church.
Wow.
And this,
Lay it
and
out
this,
there,
and this,
Brandon.
and this story, and it was titled "The Jesus Boner."
Nice.
And now Brandon only dates long-haired, bearded gentlemen with abs.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
dude's got his kink. I get it.
Yeah.
He likes a man that can be nailed 3 times and come back 3 days later. I'm just saying. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, that's why you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Michael writes in it. He says, I'm standing behind my English teacher, right between her and the classroom door behind me. And she suddenly turned around and was looking for the doorknob and accidentally touched me there.
Oh, there's a lawsuit.
She was
Dang it,
extremely
son.
ashamed and apologizing, but I was even more ashamed because I was not able to go away when my underpants show began.
Nice. Don't worry about it, Teach. You keep going. I got this.
I'm almost finished, Teach.
2 more seconds. That would have been my first thing. Wait, 2 more seconds to move.
Yep.
You gotta go for the joke every time. I'm sorry. No, don't stop, baby. Keep going.
Yeah.
Dude would have been
Hey.
class clown king if he would have just been like, wait, don't move.
Yeah. Whoa, easy. Buy me dinner first. Damn.
That too. Calm
Easy now.
Wait
Calm
till after
down.
Class. That's what detention's for.
Yeah, right. Ethan writes in and he says, when I was in high school, my little brother thought it would be funny to switch out my allergy medication with his dad's Viagra. Well, his father is a bigger
Legend.
man than I was and required a heavy dosage of the medicine. Unbeknownst to me, I took the medicine. I usually just threw back my pills without question, and they were roughly the same size and color.
Nice.
Well, a few hours passed.
If you
And
have
I
a
had
erection
had a,
lasting more than 4 hours,
yeah.
please consult the doctor.
He says, well, a few hours had passed and I had a boner for about 2 hours straight. I finally decided to tell my mom I needed to go to the hospital. She begged why, and I stood up, and it was apparent. And I said something was wrong. Well, we get to the
He
doctors.
just looks at his mom.
Look at here. Look at here,
Want to
Sharon.
see a magic trick? Ta-da!
Yeah. And so yeah, he said I stood up and it was apparent, and I said that something was wrong. Well, we get to the doctors, and I'm waiting, and as I was waiting, I had to get naked and robe up. The nurse comes in to do the basic check and all the routine fun stuff. She looks at my penis, asks if it was fake, then flicks it.
Nurse of the year, folks.
Yes. I was in a lot of pain. Needless to say, she was so embarrassed she didn't come back. Yeah, you think? The doctor came in and saw it and immediately said, "We need to leave."
It wasn't like his dick was hanging out. He just got the robe. And she's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that's your penis. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like yeah. Like, he had a tick. He had a tick going.
Yeah,
Needless to say, I was so embarrassed. The doctor came in and saw it and immediately said, "We need to relieve the pressure." My dick has never forgiven me for that horrible experience.
Send that nurse back in here, Bob.
Yeah.
She'll take care of it.
Yeah. He said he continued with my brother got grounded. Yeah. You need to relieve some pressure. Send nurse Flicky McGee in here.
Exactly. She's got to pay for what she does. No, but don't they have to like they did in True Blood? They got to drain the blood.
Well, I have no idea.
Because that's what
I've
they had to
never.
do in Stackhouse. They
Yeah.
had to drain that blood with a fucking giant needle. Because it's not just a matter of rubbing one out. Because I'm sure he tried. But it's one of those, like, they have to actually stick a needle in your dick and take out the blood.
Yeah, I
Pass.
have no idea.
Thank God.
I've
never tried Viagra.
I've never tried Viagra. I've
heard
accidentally been
that it
slipped
supposedly
Viagra.
helps.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what the hell for? I'm gonna just fucking granite over here.
I think it's one of those things. If you don't need it and you take it, the effects are double, maybe
I don't
more.
believe that for a minute.
I mean, if you don't need to take it and then you take it, then you're gonna wind up with a problem.
Agreed. You got enough problems.
Yeah.
You don't need to be playing with your dick that way.
I'm just saying.
Life gives you enough problems.
Expert. Again, I don't know anything about Viagra. I've never taken it. Never. I don't need it. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll find out. But I don't know.
Hopefully.
I don't want to find out that I've had an erection for 4 hours and I got to go to the doctors and some nurse flicks my penis.
If I have an erection for 4 fucking hours, I'm fucking everything that moves.
Well, I know that you are a simple creature and that you think that is the answer to everything, but unfortunately, it create a lot of problems. That's why they say go seek medical help if you have an erection lasting longer than.
Oh, I agree. You should, but it's like I saw what they did to Stackhouse. I'm not in. Ooh, that needle's like this fucking long.
That's a television show. It's not necessarily.
It's a real thing though. That's what they do with what is it? What do they do? I gotta look it up. Go ahead, go to your next one while I look that up.
I don't know how they relieve the pressure. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. But I don't know. Anywho, Chaz, with a name like that, I can only imagine your fucking story. God, you're a douche. I don't even know this guy, and I already don't like him because his name is Chaz.
Agreed. Which means
Chaz says, I'm standing in a fairly long line on a staircase for a water slide when I suddenly get an erection. I try covering it up with my hands, praying no one will notice it, or it will go away, or it will go down. However, a younger kid does see it, points, and so I turn much too quickly, and my erection hits one of the rungs of the railing. Hey, wow, props to you, bro. My erection hits one of the rungs on the railing with a thumb. Well,
you know any further?
Yeah.
So they start with a cold compress, by the way, but then they do the whole sucking it out with a fucking needle, man.
I think that's like a last ditch resort.
I think
the cold compress doesn't work. So, well, the sound kind of reverberates and causes several others to suddenly look in my direction. Eventually, I get to the front of the line, and the attendant sees my erection. He's at eye level with it.
Nice.
And the mortified look on my face. He shakes his head before quickly motioning for me to go down the slide. I had to hang out in the wave pools until it was finally all clear. I just want to say, I don't know why you had to hang out anywhere other than walking around proudly. If you spun around, hit a rung, and it said "thong," and it reverberated throughout the rest of the line, and everybody heard it.
I'm literally standing there going, "That was fucking my dick."
I'm gonna go sunbathe.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ladies need shade. There's plenty of room underneath this tent. I'm just saying. I got the umbrella right here, ladies.
Tom writes in, this is the singing boner. When I was like 14, I was singing in a choir at church and got one just as we had to get up and sing. I had to stand with my hands in front of my crotch the whole time. Nice. Yeah,
getting a boner when you're wearing a robe, not a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, robes.
Stop looking at Jesus on the cross, man.
Robes, sweatpants, basketball shorts.
That's the reason why I wear jeans all the time.
There's just some material that's not forgiving in those situations.
Wow.
Jesse says, I was at my school's retreat and the whole school was sitting in a big room for lunch. One of the kids got up and was saying a speech. I had to go to the bathroom. And when I got up, little did I know, not the only thing that was up. I had an NRB, NARB, and half the school saw it. So I had to walk the rest of the way to the bathroom with my hands covering my pants.
Dude, I'm walking like this, man. I don't give a shit.
I'm doing a Ric Flair strut.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I'm walking around like what's that fucking asshole you don't like? The guy who was in the new Roadhouse.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I'm doing a Conor McGregor, baby.
I do like Conor McGregor. He's just a terrible one. He's a fucking character.
Dude, because obviously not for us, but if you have an impressive penis and you got a woody and it's showing, fucking show it off. Be proud.
Yeah. Let that critter
Granted,
free.
I'm 44 years old saying this, not when I'm 16 and scared to death that somebody might see my penis.
Yeah. Samuel says, back when I was 16, I was in math class. Out of nowhere, I got an almost painfully raging hard-on. Then I got called to the front to do a question. I was so embarrassed, even my teacher could notice.
Nice.
I think she must have found it flattering, even though I know now I prefer men. To this day, I still get aroused.
Fractions weren't the only thing hard at that class.
Yeah, Samuel says, to this day, I still get aroused by the quadratic equation.
Nice.
Wow, there's a lot of weird gay guys in this list. Turned
saying,
on by
I'm
math,
not really
turned down
gay.
by Jesus on the cross.
I'm just saying, it's a dangerous place if you're a gay dude. I'm just saying. Everything
Not
turns
judging
you
you
on,
guys for being
apparently.
gay. Not judging you guys for being gay. Whatever.
I'm just saying,
whatever
whatever floats your boat,
whatever.
I get it. But damn. Tight
The
waistband. I'm just saying.
yeah. Taran says hot boiling water spilled out from a bottle onto my stomach, thighs, and penis. The skin ended up looking like a peeled potato with burnt skin all over the place. I was rushed to the hospital on nothing but a huge and very transparent white bedsheet at 1 a.m. Just my luck. The hospital was completely filled with patients at the time. I got a boner for God knows what reason, and it could be seen by all the patients, nurses, and doctors present in that floor. Worst time for a boner.
Yeah, considering it also hurt. The
Uh,
fact that it
props to
still
getting a
worked, I'd be
boner
like,
after-
fuck yes.
Yeah, props to getting a boner after just like, and there's really no like, why did he have hot boiling water spilled on his lap? Where did it come from? What happened? It just jumps right into the story.
Yeah, it was like, but
Yeah.
I would have been more relieved that my
Oh,
dick
yeah,
still
I would-
worked than anything. I'm like, fuck, the
Yeah.
skin will heal. Fuck that shit. At least it still works. You came, little buddy? Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Like,
a couple people there
If
going,
it would have been me and I was sitting there and it happened, I would have went, woohoo!
yeah, you can send me home, Doc. I'm good.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm good.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Wrap it up.
Tony,
Give me some
Tony
gauze
V.
and send me on my way.
Yeah. Tony V, not to be confused with Tony D, but Tony V says, I was in class getting ready to do the pledge, and my girlfriend at the time smiled and winked at me, and I got a boner.
Yes, you did.
That is the
Yes, you
patriotic
did.
boner, my friend.
Yes.
The patriotic boner.
And that boner saluted her. And said, yes, ma'am, I'm here to serve. No,
Oh,
but there's
soldier.
that. But it's one of those things. It's like, obviously at that point he's not necessarily sexually active, and the girl you like is like, "Hi, daddy," and you're like, "Oh my god, yeah, what's up? How you doing?" I get it.
That old soldier stood up to salute the flag.
Yes, he did. Good for him.
God bless America.
Paint that motherfucker red, white, and blue. Let's get on with our lives.
All these lights says, my best friend and I were having dinner with his family, including his elderly grandparents. He was standing at the stove to help serve and suddenly looked over at me in horror. Upon seeing the unfortunately timed boner, I replaced him serving so he could take care of that.
I'm sorry. My first thought was this dude got turned on by Granny. And I was like, there's all sorts of gigs. I'm just like, But I was like, Granny's teeth fell out, and Bob got a boner.
I just want to say, shout out to that's a friend right there. Shout out to
Right?
That's the best friend right there because you're at your friend's family and you look over and your friend's standing at the stove and he's like, got this like look of like, oh man, embarrassment, and you're like,
Your mom's
I got
hot.
you, like this ain't even my family. I got you, bro. You know what? Let me help mom serve everybody.
Yeah.
You go sit down. You
know,
take a
you go
seat.
sit down. I got this. I'll be a nice guest. Yes.
Meanwhile,
That's
I'd be
good
like,
friend.
also, before we eat, I'd like to all say grace and
And thank you for showing us your penis. Oh, that would have been us. We'd be like, Glick's got a boner.
yeah.
Nothing.
I'd like to bless this food that we're about to eat. I'm thankful for this, being together with friends and family, and Jeff's erection. I mean,
Glick's got a giant erection. Just say, nobody, nothing. I thought it was funny. Hey man, let's eat. Glick, put your dick away.
God bless Jeff's boner. Amen.
Granny looks over, going, "How you doing, Daddy?"
Glick's stick is showing.
Somebody put that on TikTok.
Can I put that on TikTok? And the last one in this list tonight. Jay says, I once made my boyfriend a proper hot chocolate with marshmallows and all the extras, and he enjoyed it so much he got a boner.
Yeah,
God
the
damn.
hot chocolate had nothing to do with why
I
he got
now
boner.
regularly tease him about the time he was sexually attracted to a hot drink.
Yeah, honey. If you stop making the hot chocolate topless, he won't get that boner. I'm just saying. Tell me I'm
Or
wrong.
maybe we've had a guy turned on by Jesus on the cross. We've had a guy.
I do like chocolate. I just don't like it that much. I'm just saying.
We've had a guy turned on by math. I mean, who's to say a guy's not turned on every time he goes through
New pink
Starbucks?
unlocked, baby.
Yeah, every time he goes through Starbucks, he gets a raging boner, or Dunkin', or he drives past.
Drive past Willy Wonka's house, and he's just like, "Holy shit!"
Drive past a mom and pop coffee shop. Oh God! Oh. Pull over real quick.
You need to drive. I can't drive to work.
And
I'm
ladies
give
and
me
gentlemen,
a dozen donuts. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's right. The whipped cream thing. Yes. I'm not mad at the whipped cream though.
And that concludes tonight's penis report. A 13 boner horror story.
You know what? That was a really good list. I enjoyed that because we can relate to those. It's harder for us. It was harder for us to relate to the vagine because we don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
Or the first time seeing a penis stories that we did. That's harder for us to relate to because I've only seen mine. So yeah, wrong gear shift. Yeah. Put it in first, baby. Put it in first. Now go to second. Back to first. Back to second. There you go. Keep going.
Overdrive.
Yes. How fast can you switch gears? But no, I like that. That was actually really good. Well, that is the news that makes us say, what the fuck?
The fuck?
Tune in tomorrow. Wally is going to be back with another Speedway Stories and Cold-Blooded Conversations where he's
Cold-Blooded Conversations are on Thursdays.
Yeah, but he still calls it the same thing, both episodes. So it's kind of
he's confusing.
Yeah, he is, because I keep telling him, split it up, dude. You do.
It's supposed to be split up. It's supposed to be split up.
He needs two logos. I'm just saying. Lace,
I know.
Your ass. Anywho, check out Wally tomorrow right here. About an hour before we started, because he does go before. And then Friday, Blaze and I got something new. We're going to be talking about the movies coming out this month. It's our new segment calling, and I can't remember what we're calling it, but you'll find out on Friday, because I came up with it, but I can't remember what it's called. Don't forget, bio.linll/nonsensicalnetwork. Everything we do is there, including our merch store, as Glick proudly shows off his new T-shirt at where the fuck is the? There it is.
Beauty
in the
Creative
Beard
Corner.
Creative Corner on Facebook and Instagram. And go ahead, like, share, follow, and pop in every once in a while. Say hi. Bye, everybody.
Be good or be good at it, sluts.
Sluts.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds a tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so